Hey, what's going on? Aaron Hillier. There's about 48 hours left in the Internet Traffic Formula product launch. The cart is closing after that. So if you've been following my emails, been seeing some of this stuff, I want to share with you some exclusive bonuses that are coming up here. Before you shut this video off or decide you've got something more important to do, you want to take a look at this because it will blow you away in terms of what you can get. So let's take a look at these bonuses available for the next 20 people only, okay? 20 people, I'm going to limit this. This is exclusive for the next 20 people that purchase the Internet Traffic Formula and those that have already purchased it. But for the next 20, you're going to get exclusive access to a reserved group where we're going to go through an 8 to 12 week coaching program going through each of these modules in the training directly with me. We're going to have feedback. It's going to be an interactive session. You essentially are not going to be able to fail if you at least attend these and do the work. There's no guarantees, right? But this is just some awesome stuff, and you're not going to get this anywhere else. So you definitely want to be one of the next 20 people to do this. Now, if you're one of the next 5 people, as I make this video, the next 5, the moment this email goes out, this video goes out, if you're one of the first 5 people to buy the Internet Traffic Formula from me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give you one-on-one coaching. Now, normally I charge $1,000 an hour for coaching. So this is extremely valuable, and I'm going to work directly with you to ensure your success. So you can't beat that. You absolutely can't. It will be the best investment you've ever spent, but that's only for those that are fast action takers. Obviously, this is limited and can't do it for everybody. All right? Now, for anybody even beyond the 5 and the 20, for anybody that purchased the Internet Traffic Formula before Saturday night, and just know that Saturday at 12 p.m., this Saturday, the 4th, I think it is. My watch is wrong as the month flipped over. The date didn't switch properly. Nevertheless, Saturday at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. Eastern, so essentially Sunday morning, right, at midnight, the cart is closing. You will no longer be able to buy Internet Traffic Formula. And what this product is for those, and I'm going to go over these bonuses in just a minute that everybody gets, but for those of you that haven't really followed, maybe you haven't opened up the emails, maybe you haven't checked it out, what this is this is a product, this is the best product I've ever seen, in all honesty. I have it myself, I bought it, I've been going through it, and it's been rocking my world. And guys, I've been on the internet for a while. I've been at this game for a while. If you don't know me, know that I have a master's degree in internet marketing. I got certified with Bing, Yahoo, Google, and so forth. I worked at one of the largest ad agencies in the world with major clients like GE and AT&T. You know, I've spoken on stage in front of 14,000 people. I've been in front of big groups, and I've been at the top 1% of a number of companies. So I'm not new here. I've been around the block. I've seen a lot. I've spent a lot of money on products, and this is absolutely top 3, if not the best product I've ever purchased in my life. And here's why. It's because of who made it. Vic Streishaus is the author of this program, and Vic is the badass of badasses, if you will. Vic is the absolute rock star of the internet when it comes to traffic. I mean, this guy recently came into a company and in his first 28 days made over $700,000. You know, he in his videos leading up to this opening of the cart for the Internet Traffic Formula showed the audience how he, you know, drove 100,000 visitors and over 40,000 leads in a single day. Nobody does this type of stuff, and he in this training is leaving no stone unturned. He's given his best stuff. Now, for some of you may know Vic already, and maybe for those of you that purchased High Traffic Academy, keep in mind this is 2014 training. This is the most up-to-date, not to mention Vic has gotten so much better. I mean, he made over $3 million last year and is just crushing it, getting it better and better and better. There's nobody out there who's better to learn from than Vic, and he's putting it all in this product, and it is just awesome. It will be the best money you've ever spent. It's $1,000 for some of you saying, I don't have $1,000. You know what? If you don't believe that, you know, you're investing $1,000 in your education that can absolutely change your life and get all these bonuses is worth doing whatever you need to do, whether that's selling something, right? Maybe you don't have $1,000 right now, and I understand that. But what I don't understand is if you're dead serious and you want to get in on this action here, you want to get some of these bonuses I'm about to talk about, as well as some of the top training out there, you won't need to buy another product, certainly not in 2014, to succeed. Then understand that it's worth, doing what, there are people out there, I guarantee that somebody, and it may be somebody in my audience right here watching this video, that goes out and sells a car, a used car maybe, and makes $1,000 or $2,000 to be able to buy this product. It's that good. And here's an analogy I want to use for this, right? If I drove up to whatever your local city is and said, hey, I've got a car here, let's say it's my dream car, right? It's a Lamborghini, which you'll see me have that in the next 2 years, by the way. But anyway, I pull up with a Lamborghini, and let's say it's valued, now they cost a lot more than that, but let's say it's valued at $300,000. And I said, you know what, I'm going to sell this Lamborghini to you today for $25,000. But here's the thing, you've only got 24 hours. Well, let's say 48 hours, you've got 2 days to come up with that $25,000. I bet you, if that were true, a lot of you would find a means to come up with $25,000. And the reason is because you understand the value behind that car. You understand that it's a $300,000 car. You understand that you're getting it at a ridiculously low price, and therefore you have a high perceived value of that car. Perceived value is something that Vic talks about in this product, by the way. But you understand the value of that car, right? So you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're going to hustle. You're going to find a way, because most people don't have $25,000. You don't, right? But you find a way because you understand what's behind it. Well, I'm here to tell you that the internet traffic formula, that is that $300,000. I'm telling you, the value of this product, in my opinion, is easily $50,000. I spent over $30,000 for a master's degree in internet marketing, and I would, in a heartbeat, in a second, swap this over. I would just, it wouldn't even be a question, right? That's how valuable this product is. So I want you to understand that whatever you need to do, it doesn't matter. Figure out a way. It's different for everybody, right? Maybe you borrow money. Maybe you borrow money from 10 different people. If you borrow $100 from 10 different people, right? $100 is a lot easier to borrow or ask for than $500 or $1,000, right? Borrow $100 from 10 people or $50 from 20 people. Whatever you need to do, because this can change your life. And that's what we're talking about. It's coming off the market. You won't have the opportunity to get it anymore. And you won't have the opportunity to get these bonuses if you don't take action. So let's talk about these bonuses here, and then I'll let you go. Again, just to review the first two, and then we'll get into the others. For the first 20 people, you're going to get an 8 to 12 week group coaching. I don't know the exact date because I just bought the product myself, so I'm going through it before I do the coaching, and I want to make sure that it's planned out properly, right? 8 to 12 week group coaching, that's reserved for the first 20 people. I hope that's you watching this right now. And then for the first 5 people after this video, you're going to get one-on-one coaching directly with me to ensure your success. Now, for everybody that buys this product from me before the launch closes, you're going to get these bonuses here. Now, the first 20 and the first 5 get these as well, right? This is for everybody that buys. You're going to get. So I have a product coming out. It was due to come out the last couple weeks, but I'm also moving. We just bought a house here in Austin, and there's this product launch, and it's tax season, and there's a lot going on. Not to mention, I moved that the website over to a completely different server, and I'm doing a lot with that. And that product is really vast. There's going to be over 30 hours of training in there. Very, very awesome training as well. Very comprehensive, and that's called Zero to Hero Academy, and that's designed to take you from beginner all the way up to being massively successful online, being a hero. And again, the Zero to Hero Academy. And as a bonus for buying the ITF from me, what you're going to get is free lifetime access to that. You'll never have to pay for that product. Secondly, you're going to actually get group coaching for the Zero to Hero Academy. We're going to go through those modules in addition. step by step. So you're going to actually be able to start from the beginning, and I'm going to try to coordinate these two so it works out well. So you can actually take what you learned in Zero to Hero Academy and apply it from the internet traffic formula and vice versa. That's going to be awesome, and I'm so looking forward to that. So then also, Lawrence Tam is someone that I've been fortunate enough to share some of his bonuses with, and Lawrence Tam is a mega producer, mega affiliate as well online, and earns a lot of money online as well. And he's put together a spreadsheet that he uses that helps you track down the funnel, right? The funnel that you are, whatever you're trying to do. So, you build a sales funnel for product launches like this, or for anything you're doing. You want to make sure it's optimized, and you want to make sure that your data is measured. And you have to have a way to track it and know what's working, what isn't, and to be able to bring those numbers into some top-level numbers, some top-level statistics, really important stuff, or KPIs, if you will, key performance indicators. So these are things like cost per acquisition, cost per customer, customer lifetime value, things like that. To be able to pack your whole funnel into this, you're going to get a spreadsheet, his personal spreadsheet, to be able to use for yourself and your business. That's extremely valuable. Furthermore, Lawrence is doing some accountability coaching along with this product, which means that between my coachings, there's no reason for you to fail if you treat this seriously. And I encourage you to do that. Treat this like your life depends on it, and you will have massive, massive success. Like it will surprise you. It will shock you, because you're not even going to know where it came from, right? But you have to be serious about this and dedicated. Now, one last time, the cart closes Saturday night at midnight. This is not just some, pushy thing to try to get you to believe that there's some false sense of urgency or whatever. It's shutting down, which means you will not be able to purchase the internet traffic formula, which means this bonus, this bonus, this bonus, this bonus, this bonus, and this bonus all go away. All right, so I would encourage you to act fast, and again, do what you need to do. Now, if you're really, truly desperate and you can't figure something out, go ahead and stick around for a minute. I'm just going to brainstorm for you some other ideas, just out of my head, in terms of figuring out ways to raise money quickly, right? And for those of you that aren't, why don't you go ahead and follow the link below this video and head on over and purchase it now. And we'll catch you later. Again, stick on if you want to hear me brainstorm for you some ways to raise some money quickly. All right, guys. Cool. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer and more personal to you here now that I don't need the whiteboard anymore, right? So as I scooch my chair up into the camera. So cool. So we already talked about borrowing money. Well, what about the concept of a partner, right, or a partnership in this, right? So there's also the ability to actually market this product as well as an affiliate, which means that if you buy the product and make 3 sales, then you're already actually in the profit zone, plus you get the training, plus you get all these bonuses. So there's another consideration. Now what you can also do is say, bring in some partners or a partner and say, you know what, I want you to help me fund this, and I'm going to actually give you a percentage of the profits I earn from that, and here's how I believe in it, or here's why I believe in it. Show them this video if you want. Guys, this stuff works. This is real, and like I said, I've been around, and you're going to see tons and tons and tons of testimonials from people tomorrow night. I'm going to be launching a link, but do not wait, because then you may miss out on these bonuses, and I get the feeling they're going to go fast, right? So don't consider that as far as a reason, an excuse to be slow in your decision. And why am I so crazy in pushing this in salesy? Because usually I'm not. In fact, if you've been following me, you know I've been delivering a ton of value without any promotion. Guys, I haven't been promoting, first of all, because I believe in delivering value, but secondly, I knew internet traffic formula was coming. And I knew that this is the product. And that's why I'm pouring everything into it. You've been getting a lot of emails from me, and I apologize for that, but it's important, and I really, really want you to truly pay attention to this message. Okay, so what else can you do to raise money? Well, there's eBay, right? You can sell stuff really quickly on eBay and get it to PayPal and whatever. And even if you don't get the money in time, right, it's a lot easier to borrow money if you tell someone, hey, I just sold these things. I got $600 on my way, on its way to me. Might take a couple days, but I'll pay you that back. Can you loan me $600? Can you loan me $1,000? Right? And you can make that happen. There are ways to do that stuff, right? Pick up some extra shifts. Go, head over to a pizzeria and maybe deliver some pizzas. You say, well, shoot, that's 2 days away. Well, maybe it is. But guys, when I was having some harsh times, I went out and got a job that day and started that night and had cash in my pocket that night delivering pizzas. It's a cash-based business. So you might be able to go out and make $100 or $200. And if you did that tonight, well, Friday night, I guess tomorrow night, tonight's probably too late, right? But if you did that Friday night, and then, Saturday you're going to be working, for example, right? And again, this ends at midnight, that if you really got to push it to the last minute, then, you have leverage with borrowing money from other people from that perspective. For some of you, you might be surprised that you can actually, go to a bank and, put your car against, as a security, for a personal loan for $1,000 or a business loan for $1,000, right? So there are some possibilities there, right? Think outside the box here. What else can you do? Leverage, like I said, leverage other people. Make an offer for now you got to be careful with this because we really shouldn't be doing this. But if you're really that hard up, okay, you're really truly that hard up, then and don't share this around, guys. Really, I mean, honestly, this is just a last case reserve that you can't find it another way. Maybe grab 2 other people and say, we go in on this in thirds and then we all have access to this. We really don't want to do that type of thing because it devalues the product, right? It truly does. And as an entrepreneur, you're not going to want that to happen when you develop your own product down the line, right? You just don't. It's not good moral or ethical practice. But if you're truly that hard up, I don't think anybody would mind even if they knew about it. But that's reserved for those of you that really truly can't find a way. Okay? Take matters into your own hand and create a contract for a loan in advance, right? Somebody that you're going to want to approach and lay everything out. Put together a formal proposal. Spend some time with it. Treat it seriously. There's a lot of things you can do here, guys. What I would suggest people do is pull out a notepad. Make a list of 50 things, 50 ways that you could potentially make money quickly. And you may struggle at first. You may get, 2 or 3 or 5 quickly and easily, and I've just given you probably about 5. But then struggle a little bit. We'll push through it because what's going to happen is you're going to be like 6, 7, 9, 12, 15, 20, and then you just start writing like crazy because now your mind's working. And you're going to have little spin-offs of each other. But here's what happens. 9 times out of 10 when people actually do this exercise, by the time they even get to 20, let alone 50, they've already figured out the way to get the money, right? They've already figured it out. Now, I want to share one story with you before we head out, okay? Some of you have already decided that there's not a way to make this happen. You've already decided that you can't. And I want to encourage you to don't discredit yourself. Don't stop yourself from even trying before you do. And there's a concept that I'm going to share with you here, an actual term for that that I'll get into, but that is a follow-up to the story, right? So some of you who have been following me know that I was recently on a reality show in Thailand. I was featured living a $100,000 a month lifestyle. We had private mansion, beautiful view, private chefs, private chauffeurs, private yachts. I mean, it was just awesome. It was an amazing, amazing experience, and it absolutely changed my life. And the amount of education that I received during that time and life experience was just awesome. And again, it was a life-changing experience, and I almost didn't go on that. I almost did not make it on that trip. And the reason was because I only had a few days before I had to come up with the money. I mean, this was a co-op. We do a lot of things in the community I'm involved with co-op, right? Where we all get together and do big, big, big things. And for example, we have, 2 schools being built in Africa right now that are under construction. That'll be teaching 20,000 kids over the next, or thousands of kids over the next 20 years. Pretty cool stuff. But anyway, I had to come up with money out of nowhere, and I didn't have any liquid cash available. Everything was tied up in something or another, and there's just nothing there. And I almost didn't make it. I only had a few days to make this happen. And I remember getting on the phone with my mentor, and and at the time, I actually was not doing anything for my own personal business. I was working for this community that I'm involved with, putting together a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't even realize we had to do in order to grow the community, the thousands like we have. And there was a lot of work involved, especially early on, building infrastructure on some of the websites and so forth. And, I was sacrificing my own personal business at that time. I didn't have revenue coming in from my business because I was generating, donating my time for that, that wasn't paying me back. And, I remember getting on the phone with my mentor around the time of this and saying, the thing I'm going to regret the most, or really the only thing I'm going to regret as far as, donating my time like this is, that I'm not going to be able to go to this reality show, not to go to Thailand. And he said, well, why not? I said, well, I've only got a few days left, and the amount of money I need to generate, I have no momentum, right? So I'm starting from scratch here. It would be a little different story if I had things going and I can just flip a switch and bust that out real quick. But I'm totally vested over here, and my mind's off and everything. It's just not possible in 2-day time frame. And he stopped. This was a phone call, and said, well, I don't understand, Aaron. I said, what? He said, well, why are you stopping yourself from moving forward with this even before you give yourself the opportunity to see if it's possible, let alone to actually believe that it's possible? And I said, okay. He said, you have a limiting belief. You're actually stopping. You have a wall over your head right now. You're stopping yourself from believing that it's possible. And once you believe that it's impossible, it is impossible. There's no way for it to happen. He said, I suggest that you remove that limiting belief. Don't think about if it's possible or not. Think it's already possible. Not only is it possible, it's happening. Now you just have to figure out how. And I said, you know what? I'm better than not listening to him and just, getting in my own way here. I said, what I need to do is I'm talking to my mentor. He's giving me advice. I should shut up and listen, right? And I'm suggesting you do the same thing, in all honesty, right? He said, just let that go and focus on how for the next day. And you'll see magic happen. And sure as shit, 2 days later, I had everything set. I went on that trip. I was on the reality show, and boom, because the moment I eliminated that limiting belief, the moment I not only believed it was possible, but I knew it was possible. I knew I was going to find a way. I knew there was no way I could not make it happen because it was done. It was a done deal. This was done. Sign on the dotted line. It was happening because I couldn't miss out on that opportunity. And you cannot miss out on this opportunity. You need to get rid of any limiting beliefs. Find a way to make it happen, because this can and will change your life if you make the decision right now to find a way. What is that way for you? I don't know, right? Successful people make decisions quickly and change their minds slowly. What that means is make the decision right now. Make the decision. Make the decision. I'm getting this product. Make the decision. I'm investing my time in this product. Make the decision. I'm implementing the strategies inside this product, and I'm going to go out there and crush it. I'm going to make this work for me. If you make that decision and you focus on that, and you really you strongly focus on that, magic can happen, and it will for you. All right, so that's all, guys. I look forward to seeing you in the coaching. I look forward to hearing from you. Would love your feedback, but don't miss out on this. Remember, Saturday night, midnight, Eastern Standard Time, cart is closing. Also, just a quick update. Zero to Hero Academy is coming out real soon. I wanted it this weekend. Again, it's taxes. I got to do that. And we're moving, so I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but it will be in the next couple weeks. I also have some webinar replays with some awesome training I'm going to be posting here soon. and we'll be doing some more webinars in the next couple days. So also stay tuned for that. Those are all free training, and those don't turn into pitch fests. Just awesome stuff. So guys, that's it. I'm out. Take care.